In a matchup of top point guards last night, it was riveting to watch John Wall and Damian Lillard go at each other. And to top it off, we got an epic game out of it. While these two did battle it out mano-a-mano, I did break out their field goal attempts based on who was guarding them, since it wasn't always Wall versus Lillard and vice versa. On the surface, you can see Lillard had a much more efficient game, and comparing their plus-minus shows you that Lillard's effect was much more profound. Out of Lillard's 24 total shots, Wall defended him on 11 and limited him to 3 makes. On the flip side, Lillard guarded Wall on 13 of his 25 shots and held him to 5 makes. Early in the game, Wall comes down and gets a quick step-up screen from Gortat. The Blazers drop their bigs pretty far back on these, relying on the guards to get around. Lillard didn't know the screen was coming, and Wall gets space to hop into a 16-footer with good rhythm. On this pick and roll, again a deep drop by Leonard, and the Blazers want Lillard to challenge this shot from behind. He can't get there in time, but Wall does a hybrid pull-up jumper slash floater, and it's not really close to going in from inside the lane. As an average outside shooter at best, it's imperative Wall uses his speed to get easy shots at the rim, and on this gorgeous crossover he catches Lillard out of position and no rim protection. At the end of the half, Wall gets free for a split second and watch his mechanics. He 1-2s into a drifting to his left shot, but he's got good rhythm because he has to with Aminu closing on him so quickly. This shot barely touches the net, it's so clean. Here's Wall using his speed to back the defense up so he can get a good look at a mid-range. From the right elbow, he's below average, but gets this one to fall. I believe you can tell a good shooter not by their makes, but how they miss on their shots. And Wall got into a rut in the third quarter where these misses were just painful to watch. You can see how he likes to kick his legs out once he's in the air and disrupts the energy transfer from the legs to the shot. Ironically, his worst miss of them all is a shot where his legs didn't kick out that much. When Wall can find the seam, he needs to attack the hoop even more and settle for the jumper less. As you can see, he can make highlight plays when he's truly aggressive. I suspect because Wall is so fast, it's hard to control his upward thrust for fear of shooting the ball long every time, and this is why we see him double pump his legs on almost every shot. But it slows the whole thing down and turns him into a two-motion shooter. Here is CJ McCollum demonstrating the ideal defense as he blocks it from behind. And down the stretch, this offensive set is just completely flawed. Why set a screen to his left when you have Gortat on the baseline and Dudley in the corner? There's no room to attack. That said, with 13 seconds left, shooting this contested shot is a mistake. He could have crossed over and tried to find something back to the middle of the lane. Instead, it's another brick. And down by 1, Wall gets a switch to find Ed Davis guarding him and the whole left side of the floor to work with. There is no way he should be shooting a contested 20-footer. Perhaps there's an overbend with his elbow interrupting rhythm, and another brick. Despite his poor shooting numbers, the Wizards found themselves down by 1 with 26 seconds left, and on the drive, Lillard completely loses Wall. Henderson was there to close out on Dudley, yet Lillard makes an attempt at the steal, and this allows Wall to get a wide open 3. You can still see he lacks rhythm as the ball catapults out of his hands after the transfer of energy from his legs, but he's clutch as he nails what could have been a dagger. Let's jump to Lillard's field goals to see how he was able to get going early. As we see with the Warriors, the benefit to having a forward push the ball up off the defensive rebound is it allows their guards to spot up on the wing. Garrett Temple has to close out when Wall picked up McCollum, and this is pretty good defense, but better offense. Another concept the Blazers are great at is after a penetrating drive to the hoop, both McCollum and Lillard quickly get back to the three-point line. Temple had help down low and was in no position to defend this 3-ball splash. The first shot where Wall was involved on defense was this step-up screen that allowed Lillard to cross over Dudley like he was standing still. We have some dominoes as Ed Davis pushes Nene, who gets handsy with Lillard, but credit Wall for the pressure from behind as well, and Lillard can't finish. The Blazers run Lillard off an Iverson cut, and the Wizards handle this fairly well. Wall forces Lillard baseline into Gortat's containment, and Lillard can't get the floater to fall. Here's another example of Lillard driving hard to the hole, then quickly sprinting to the nearest three-point line. Credit the Wizards defense for rotating well and contesting this shot into a miss. The Blazers tried to wipe Wall out of this play with the ball screen. I love his hustle to get back into the play. Clever idea to use the inside hand layup, but Wall says, "No finger roll soup for you, 1 week." Early in the second half, Wall demonstrates the correct way to get around the ball screen and pressure from behind with a gorgeous block and recovery. Having lost the lead, Lillard tries to get his team back on track, and after expertly trying to take a charge and forcing the miss, he takes advantage of Wall ending up on the floor by attacking Dudley and then floating this tremendously difficult shot over Gortat. He made it look easy, but trust me, this one was as tough as they come. I also like how the Blazers will pass it to Lillard just as he's getting the ball screen, catching the defense off guard for one of his patented hop threes off the dribble. Having gained control of the game in the fourth, Lillard sprints out of the corner for the handoff, and Temple simply can't go under Leonard on this. With 7 minutes to go, I was scratching my head why John Wall was still on the bench. Lillard certainly wasn't scratching his, as they bring everyone above the free throw line for the handoff, and Lillard just blows by Sessions for a nifty finger roll. Now that Wall checked back in, he keeps Lillard in front and pressures him into a miss of a shot that was not so great shot selection. After that Wall 3 gave the Wizards a 2-point lead, it was up to CJ McCollum to tie the game up, and that's what he does on a simple isolation against Temple, have a seat Garrett, and a little pull-up from 15. Crazy exciting last possession for Washington. Watch the incredible effort by Henderson to block this Gortat shot, and Wall's desperation 3 isn't close. Let's move to the overtime, where Lillard wasn't about to take any nonsense in his home arena. Beautiful hesitation split foot to blow by Wall easily, and a nice jump on the 1 to catch the defense off guard, and a stretch for the layup. Then he comes down off the screen, Morris pressures the pull-up nicely, but this effort simply isn't good enough by Wall, as Lillard gets the ball back for the short corner 3. Wall gets some of it back by surprising us all with his early shot clock 3, but Lillard simply cannot get erased like this on the Gortat screen. Still trailing by 2, I love how aggressive Wall is, using his speed to break right into the lane for the short shot. Watch how Lillard gets out of his way, causing some imbalance with the shot, and it falls off the rim. Again down 2, they run a high post split carousel where Wall comes around to get the pitch. With Sessions cutting through the lane here, there's another defender to help stop a drive, and watch the slight kick with Wall's leg on the shot. Again, this interrupts the rhythm and smooth transfer of energy from his jump to his shot. He can't get it to fall, and it sets up Lillard's heroics to ice the game. It's a one-on-one duel ISO out top, Lillard versus Wall, overtime, crowd cheering, and Wall does an excellent job to keep him in front, but Lillard uses the extended Euro step to get just enough daylight to release this ball an instant before he landed, and this shot effectively ended the game, clearly giving this point guard duel to Damian Lillard.
To the lane, throws it up, and
how'd that go in?
Boy, you can't play better defense than John Wall just did. That's just a better shot by Lillard, who has 39.